Ladies and gentlemen, two-part episode today. A little bit of a house thing, a little bit of something new. So stay tuned for that. Clearly, yard work is not a priority right now because A, it's cold. B, it hasn't stopped raining in about a week. That's pretty bad. It is cold and raining. That was the forecast for the week. Anyway, I just wanted to shoot a quick video, show you an update of the house situation, and also share something new with you. So here we go. First of all, as you will see, I have popped off the fence over here. There's a reason for that, is because from back there all the way up, excuse me, to the white picket fence up there, right there, I'm about to build a privacy fence similar to this one in the back. Those materials have arrived. A quick update on the loquat tree. There's the loquat tree. Doing well, actually. Doing very well. Anyway, so over here you will see the building materials that have materialized. Anyway, there's a lot of concrete for the posts, which are star bolted together over there so that they don't walk off, but the rest of this ain't moving nowhere. So there's all the fence panels. So now that it's quit raining, start digging some holes, putting some fence posts in the ground, concreting those up, and then just putting up the panels once those posts set. That work probably won't begin until Wednesday, unfortunately. The tarp is here, not for the building materials. That's where the surprise comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have behind the tarp with a little sun coming out in the background but this? What is it? What is it? And where did it come from and why? Well, many of you know I've always dreamed of having one of these ever since I was a little kid. This is a 1975 chassis, meaning the guts, the wheels are attached to the suspension and things. All of that is from a 1975. The body, or the shell that you see here, this blue portion, is from a 1968 VW Beetle. And it has been slightly baha'd, as you can tell. A lot of interesting features from the upgraded suspension and larger brakes that are in there. This massive steel bumper that ain't going nowhere. Big boy tires on there that look great, by the way. I'll take you on a full roundabout tour here real quickly. Inside we have a very, very fancy Italian wood steering wheel that this guy bought to put on there. Interlocking back brakes, of course e-brake, scat shifter with the trigger here for your reverse, and also for shifting gears very quickly. There are the very spongy accelerator pedal that has this wheel on there that I guess is for off-road purposes, but not great for your first drive. That was entertaining. Anyway, the car's name is Peter, which has been etched into here by the previous owner. I think that's super cool, and it will stay. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it's great. Good on him. Completely redone dash up here. I'll go through that when we flip it on in a minute. Bucket seats, of course, racing seats. I may eventually get the racing harness seats. Right now they're kind of the amusement park ride airplane buckles, so clearly no airbag. Just, that ain't for what this is for. Anyway, the back seat's in great shape. Obviously needs a good cleaning. Check out this interior this guy has done. He's done a very good job. I look forward to working on this car and doing a lot of small things like the door, latch handles are missing some things. A couple small stuff here and there like seals, just kind of small stuff like that. That'll be my first projects before I work my way around to the rear. Some unfortunate stickers that are going to come off of there. I'll replace with my own cooler stickers, obviously. Whatever. Anyway, tires are the same size front and back. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I think the front ones scrub a little bit when you're going around a tight turn. So eventually we may go just a slight size thinner there. Maybe. Maybe not. Because I don't take that tight of turns in this thing. Up here you have obviously your massive oil coolant unit and injectors. because this thing has been completely redone. Look at that. Wow. I don't even know where to begin with this to tell you about it. A couple of air filters on either side. You have actual belt system. It is still air cooled, so it's not water cooled like your modern engine. It's still air cooled like a VW, which is great. I just popped off the license plate lights and his license plate. Just got mine from the DMV, so I'm going to pop that back on here in just a few and take him for a spin, for a spin, because the sun is coming out and I have been dying for a week to get this thing back on the road and just kind of go for a little drive. Again, unfortunate stickers that'll leave. The gas cap is here. The door is not. I have it. It's inside. It just needs to be reattached back in here, which is easy enough to do, of course. Standard stuff on this side. Same thing with the seats. Everything's fine over here. Here's the door, the window knob there that I've got to work with. Another view of that. Of course, the glove box is, stock VW glove box, stock VW grab bar for your passenger, because they're going to be shitting themselves. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Battery, of course, is back there. Here's Tyson key. Come to check it out. Gone. Yeah. There. Check it out. Anyway, so again, back around the front, and these are just, kind of on there to hold your frunk down, your front trunk. Anyway, also stock, the one side mirror. That was a stock thing for VWs, because, I don't know, it's what they did, and kept it that way, which I think is great. This car has a very cool mixture of stock originals and modern upgrades. Clearly the paint he's done himself. Yeah, he did a really good job at it, actually. I'm kind of picky about paint on cars, but there's clearly spots. I mean, it's dirty, it's muddy. There's no rust, which is great. There's seals like this. It's just mud and dirt. Oh, you want some mud and dirt? There. Rub it right on you. This cat's gonna freak out in a second. So one thing on the first drive that I learned was that I hate this accelerator. It's a wheel, and it's very spongy. So it was very hard for me with a new clutch and new shifter and everything just to get that going. But oh no, I think my battery's about to die. Let's see if we can get her cranked up first. Yeah, baby. That way. Great, great. Come back inside real quick just to show you some of the gauges here. Ton of stuff you can do with this switch. That's set to the quarter-mile time, quarter-mile speed. You can get your odometer, which is not correct. Trip meters you can do. Service countdown, 0 to 60 times, which is great. Your high speed for that trip, which I haven't moved. Again, back to your quarter mile. The other panel has obviously got your RPMs, high RPM, hours on this one, which is great, 34. High RPM again. Oil, battery voltage, and then your fuel is here based on percentages. So you're at 56% of a tank there. Turn that off because you probably didn't hear any of that, but hopefully my pointing helped. Lights, windshield wipers, emergency lights. I have a 12 volt in here. I also have 2 USB ports. This guy was like, yeah, why not? Put in some USB ports. There's a cup holder ashtray thing in the back there that I got to reinstall. He's got enough wiring in here that he did that you can install you can install launch control. You can install anything in here. He's got it definitely wired up right. which is great. So again, tons of room. It's a stock VW just with all kinds of great stuff. So this is going to be my new project to work on over the years, aside from the house, because you know I didn't have enough to do. So let's just chase the dream and get one of these as well. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, the first walk around. If you have any questions, let me know. Hey. Otherwise, I'll be here having a blast. Peace.